Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Media Live. Nice to have you with us on this Monday, the 4th day of June, the year 2018. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Oh yes, as always, coming to you live and at you from the busy streets of Brooklyn, New York. And today I'm outside the campus of Long Island University, which is located in downtown Brooklyn, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. Well, not a lot going. Well, a lot is going on. We'll talk about. Of course, we'll talk about game. We recap Game 2 of the NBA Finals tonight. Of the NBA Finals last week. We'll spend a little time and what's my thoughts on the Mets from here on out. But we'll start off with the Yankees the Yankees do. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. I don't know how they do it. And I'm telling you this, I'm more impressed with the Yankees team last year than I was impressed with them last year. Because think about this, folks. This team have to make up more games than any other team, and mentally still find ways to win. And not only that, they lead the division right now. And with that win today, when one of the wins a doubleheader, they have the best record in baseball. Can you imagine? And Giancarlo Stanton is the least of their problems. But this Yankees team is on a roll, especially Severino. Severino has won his seventh straight game. Severino thrown 112 pitches, 85% of them were strikes. And I saw that, and Goldsman, the pitcher from Detroit, got his pitches got thrown in his foot. And boy, that sucker hurts. I can imagine how that feels. But nonetheless, Severino, this is probably without a doubt his best year so by far. Because remember, last year, even though he always have good stuff, not good stuff, great stuff. He never command his pitches like he's doing this year. He has really commanded his pitches, especially his slider and his breaking pitches. He is commanding the pitching, and Matt Harvey should take notes. Matt Harvey should really take notes. I don't know why, bro. I just want to bring Matt Harvey, but anyway, Severino has the more you watch it, the more impressed you have to be. You really are. You have to be more impressed, and especially and not only him, the offense as well, man. But anyway, and as far as the Tigers' offense, to me they stink. Miguel Cabrera is not the hit. He could still hurt you in so many ways, but he's not the hitter like he once was when he had the triple crown. He's not as dangerous, and the Tigers are not a good team anymore. They're not. Ever since they went to the playoffs and lost to the ALCS, the American League Championship Series to the Red Sox back in 2012 or 2013, I don't remember the year on top of my head, but the Tigers have not been good. They haven't, and they have been struggling. And I think this might be the fourth or fifth year, the third or fourth year going to miss the playoffs. So they're not been consistent. And to have with the Yankees, let's go to the offense with the Yankees. The Yankees has been the pitching has not been on. Is not the only thing been solid. The hitting has been unbelievable. Rohrmeyer hit a home run. Torres has become the first player under 22 years old after 20 to reach 10 home runs since the young Mickey Mantle in 1951 to 1953. Go figure. The Yankees bats has really been sensational, and it's not Judge, and it's not Giancarlo Stanton. It's been Miguel Odor, and Gilbert Torres, and Austin Romine, who's, by the way, right, you gotta say, one of the best hitting catchers in baseball. And think about this: a year ago, Miguel and Romine got into it last year, back in July. And it's out to old bro. So I'm taking it, even though Romine is probably not thinking about it. He's sticking it to Cabrera. It probably like look where look where mine's at. But the Yankees look impressive, and the Yankees have been. In the years I've been watching sports, I can never think of a team who have more postponed games than any other team I have seen in baseball. In the years of watching baseball, the Yankees, as I mentioned in the earlier the show, they're gonna make up a lot of ground. They're gonna make up a lot of games. Baltimore, Washington, Toronto, Detroit. Starting with Detroit, and it could put a lot of pressure on the Red Sox. Even though the Red Sox has been hot, and now the Yankees is leading the AL East right now as far as we speak. But I can't tell you how more impressed I am with this Yankees team. I really am. This Yankees team is not only a good team, they're a great team. And if Severino keep pitching the way he does, you don't want to face them in October. And I know it's too early to October, but I'm just saying it is too early to talk about October. And now, as far as the Mets, I have no words to say. Let's just say this team is not good against American League, National League Central teams. They lost 2 out of 3 to the. They were swept by the Cincinnati Reds. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Brewers. The only team they beat, and I don't think they faced and they haven't faced the Pirates yet. They split against the St. Louis Cardinals, and they just been swept by the Chicago Cubs. Am I surprised? I should come here and yell and scream and do this and that and the third. But you know what? At this point, I'm just over with this Mets team. At this point, I'm just disgusted. And matter of fact, disgusted is not even a word. I just had it with the Mets. I really am. I don't know what to say anymore. Will they bounce back? Yes. But they really haven't shown you they can bounce back. Because first of all, they have done an atrocious job throughout the whole year of runners in scoring position. They don't take advantage of these opportunities, and they need Cespedes back. They really, really, really need Cespedes back, because if Cespedes is not in the lineup, the Mets don't hit. Have we forgotten why Sandy Alderson got Cespedes in the first place? So they can hit. And the result was right there. The Mets don't do well in runners in scoring position. They just don't. And it's been going on like this for the rest of the year. After they got to the hot winning streak. And listen, the Cubs are a hell of a team. What do you want me to say? The Mets are not good enough to beat them anyway. This is not the Mets team of 2015. Let's keep that in mind. I hate to bring this up, but this is not the Mets team from 2 years ago. This Mets team cannot get out of their own way. And it starts with the manager. The manager has to do with Mickey Callaway. I know he's a first. This is his first time leading the team. First time getting his feet wet. First time leading the troops. After how even though yes he got to a hot win, he got into a good start, but after a while, where do he pick up from here? And I said this in the beginning of the year. I said this back in March. The Mets, this would test the managers of the Yankees and the Mets going into new managers. How would they do when they get into a losing streak? This would be the big test. How would they do when the team is not performing to their standards? And so far, Aaron Boone has passed, and Mickey Callaway is failing. Aaron Boone might get 92%, and Mickey Callaway is getting 55, which is fail. And you have the worst team in baseball coming, the Baltimore Orioles. So you think the Mets should turn it around? I'm not going to say that anymore. Because honestly, and I keep bringing this up, and I will never stop until otherwise. This is the same Mets team who got swept with one of the worst teams in the National League. What makes you think they won't be swept? Don't be surprised if they will lose the series or get swept by the Baltimore Orioles. Because at this point, as a Mets fan, I don't know I don't know how can you have faith in this team anymore. I really don't know. I really don't. Because they can't win a game when Steven Matz is in. When Steven Matz pitched great, and he pitched great. He pitched good on Saturday. He pitched really, really good. And DeGrom, as usual, pitched good. Pitched really, really good. And when you're starting pitching, like Syndergaard and DeGrom, and Mets step up, and with Zach Wheeler step up, the Mets, 9 out of 10 times, you have to win those games. But they haven't. I just come to the conclusion right now that this Mets team is not as good as we thought we were. Sometimes it's not that I'm not a fan of the Mets. I will always be a fan of the Mets. That's never going to change. But the more you watch them this year, especially the more you watch it, the more aggravated you get. Because whenever Robert said the Mets it seemed like the Mets are not allowed to have good stuff. And the more I believe it, I said, you know what? It might be true. Maybe we're not allowed to have good stuff.